Hi guys, so today I want to share with you a practice that I personally use whenever I do my intuitive guide work. So whenever I do intuitive intelligence method sessions, whenever I do channeling, whenever I evaluate someone's chakras, any of those sorts of things, I want to share this practice with you. You've probably heard me talking about it before if you've been following me for a little while, but I also want to explain a couple of the other benefits about it as well. So this practice is called heart congruence, and this practice is something that if you do it for 3 minutes, for example, it can elevate your vibration for up to 6 hours. So if you think about it, if you did that 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, that would have you covered for your day. And not only that, this practice, whilst it has a beautiful calming and relaxing effect, it's one of these things that it's not a relaxation practice, but that's one of the benefits, which is really cool. You're actually engineering consciousness. So what happens is when you consciously choose to move into this practice, into this space, which is basically just an expansive state where you're going within rather than expanding your energy outwards, or I should say expending your energy outwards into the world around you. You're taking your attention within. And what happens when we do that is we can actually access the innate wisdom that is within us. We are part of infinite consciousness. We are all part of that one consciousness, which is how us as intuitive guides and all of you can access anything at any point in time. We have to go within. The answers are never outside of ourselves, they're always within us. And the reason that they're in us is because we are that. We are just the same as the infinite, the source, the universe, call it whatever you want. You're just a divine piece of that, having a human experience. So everything is at our fingertips if we would like to. This particular practice primes us to access that information because it takes our attention from the outside world and brings it within. Another thing about this practice as well is that we have, at the end of our chromosomes, we have things called telomeres. And what happens is as we age, the chromosome or the telomere will shorten. And so what happens is this particular practice produces telomerase, which lengthens or stops the shortening of the telomeres of the chromosome. And that is a beautiful byproduct that makes this practice anti-aging. So you'll find that people who practice this non-negotiably will age slower or perhaps even look like they're getting younger. And hey, what a great byproduct. We're not doing it for that reason, but of course that's a great benefit of doing this practice. So this is the practice that I do whenever I do, as I said, any of my intuitive guide work. And the more you do it, the better. You simply cannot do this too often. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. We're going to go into this practice together. It's guided. It is just very brief and very simple, but so potent and so powerful that it almost makes me wonder why everybody's not doing it 3 times a day. All right, so if you'd like to join me, I'd love to have you. If you're not safe to close down your eyes at the moment, you can definitely pause and come back and listen later. But what we're going to do is we're going to close down our eyes. So if it's safe for you to do so, go ahead and do that now. Get yourself into a nice, comfortable, if you can, seated position, closing down your eyes, making any last minute adjustments and fidgets. And when you're ready and you've done that, go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly as much as possible, and holding your breath at the top for a moment before exhaling out through the mouth with a big audible sigh. And do 2 more of those in your own time. One more. And go ahead now and return your breath to just a slow, extended, comfortable rhythm. A rhythm that feels natural. Go ahead and take 2 fingers or the palm of your hand and place it at the center of your chest now. Just a light touch is all you need to signal to your physiology that we are choosing to defer to this part of ourselves, to the heart brain, moving out of that cranial brain and dropping down into that heart space. And with our eyes closed and our breath deepened, we're signaling to our physiology that we are very safe. Go ahead now and bring to mind events, memories, people or places that evoke really strong and really deep feelings of gratitude for you now. Allow your consciousness to offer up whatever it brings forth for you today. You might find that it places its attention on one thing, one person, one place, one event, one memory, or your consciousness may be offering you up a variety, a smorgasbord if you like, of things. Whatever it is perfect for you today. What we're going to do together now is we're going to move into that space of gratitude with our entire being. So go ahead and hand yourself over to that feeling state of gratitude now. Allowing it to fill your physical body, lighting up every cell, spilling out, perhaps into the space around you, becoming a ball of gratitude. Allowing any resistance to that feeling state to simply melt away as you move into gratitude with every fiber of your being. Handing yourself over to this feeling state with as much focus and attention as possible. We're going to spend a few moments in silence now to allow you to expand it in intensity. Let's do that now. Gotta love the dog barking during the moments of silence. It's a great opportunity though, for this practice need not have the perfect conditions, and you can still cultivate that really intense feeling of gratitude. You can be doing it on a bus, in the middle of the city. Doesn't matter, as long as you are able to maintain that focus within. The world outside can continue bustling around you and not affect your vibration. That feeling state of gratitude. And when you're ready, returning your hand back to your lap or wherever feels comfortable. You may like to stay in this space for a little longer. I sure do every time I do this practice. I could stay for days. What I invite you to do now is, when you're ready, and only when you're ready, perhaps blinking open your eyes and taking up your pen and asking your consciousness, what is it that you would have me know now? And just let the words fall out of your pen. And I'm going to leave you with that exercise, with that practice now. Come back to it later if you need to, but enjoy and see what comes forth, and then take a moment to read back what you've written once it feels complete. Thank you for joining me for some heart congruence, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to get in touch and let me know what it is that came through as you decided to write. Take care and see you soon. Bye for now.